Desire is the key to success. Stronger the desire, greater the motivation. Stronger the motivation, greater is the achievement. Distinguished delegates, excellencies, wonderful ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant and a wonderful morning to everyone.
Without the gracious presence of our dignitaries. We have among us the chief guest of today's program, Dr. P. Subramanya Yedapeditaya sir, guest of honor Professor Dr. B. N. Raghunandan sir, guest of honor Mr. Ravi Shankar Dakoju, our beloved chairman Mr. Syed Mohammed Berry, Principal BIT Dr. P. Mahabaleshwarappa, Dr. Aziz Mustafa, Director Polytechnic, Dr. Mustafa Bastikodi, HOD Department of CSE, Dr. M. Basavraj, HOD Mechanical, Dr. Abdullah Gobi, HOD Department EC, Professor Purushottam Gowda, HOD Civil, Dr. Anjum Khan, HOD Basic Science. Kindly welcome them with a big round of applause. One of the world's best construction, the world's first eco-friendly green mosque located at Kundapur is a project of our Berries group. This shows their passion for sustainable development. To welcome is to show honor. To welcome is to establish integrity. I now request our beloved principal, Dr. P. Mahabaleshwarappa, to welcome the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to all of you. A warm greetings to all of you on behalf of our management and our institution, distinguished dignitaries on and off the dais, and my dear graduating student friends. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all on this auspicious function in this beautiful morning. It is indeed a very special privilege to be here with you all to witness the graduation ceremony of our institution. I have another opportunity to witness another great resource, that is the talented students of Berries Institute of Technology. It is really a special day for the graduating students who are going to receive their degree and awards after the 4 years of hard work and significant accomplishment. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the graduating students and your parents who have worked hard beyond your success. No word is enough to describe the commitment and the dedication of the faculty members of our institution who have mentored, guided you all over the years. The globe is now your marketplace. Now you all have demonstrated your skills to lead in whichever the field you choose to work. A graduation ceremony is always a special occasion, the culmination of years of hard work and actualization of the goals. On 30th June 2018, Ravi Shankar Dakoju has contributed a greatest amount of 100 crores rupees to the Rotary Foundation. And you all came together with a common purpose and a goal in your mind to encourage and to develop the lifelong. Day by day, we focused on your goal, keeping together and working together. You all have faced some incredible and memorable moments, and we choose to use as a stepping stone as you pursued your common goals and what progress you all made. The end result of coming together, keeping together and working together in spite of the obstacles that you may have faced along the way, that is the end result of this graduating class of this year. Congratulations, we are proud of you all. And a hearty welcome to everyone, the outgoing students of our institution, teaching and non-teaching staff members of the Berries Institute of Technology, parents, media persons, and all the technical supporters. Once again, I welcome everyone to this August gathering. Thank you.
Let's extend a hearty welcome to our beloved principal, Dr. P. Mahabaleshwarappa, sir, for this program. Memoir is about handing over your life to someone and saying, this is what I went through, this is who I am, and maybe you can learn something from it. Let us now move on to the releasing of Memoir books for the year 2019. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to grace this moment.
Respected President of this 7th graduation day ceremony.
At the very outset, very good morning to all of you. Respected President of this 7th graduation day ceremony, Raghunandan, Advisor to the Director, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. The unassuming greatest philanthropist, according to me, Mr. Ravi Shankar Dakojo, highest donor for Rotary International in India, who strongly believes in giving is better than receiving. Aziz Mustafa ji, the Principal Dr. P. Mahabaleshwarappa, Senior Advisor Dr. S.K. Raikar, the students who are going to become graduates, members of the faculty of BIT, parents of the students, alumni of BIT, special invitees, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this wonderful 7th graduation day ceremony of Biarritz Institute of Technology. I always note a very important point, whatever do, either in BIT or in other locations, they do it gracefully and respectfully. Because BIT will always believe in strong and powerful value system. And I am extremely delighted to be a part of this program for one more reason, that is, Manly University and BIT has got long-standing close association rapport, because our faculty members will visit BIT, BIT will give generous invitation to all of us, and we are also entering into several collaborations in the days to come. God willing, inshallah. Here, the very idea is purity of mind and clarity of, purity of heart and clarity of mind. The wonderful synergy will be there. Because when I say BIT, I expand like this in my own style, build inspiration and trust, that is BIT. So is the case with very disciplined, with the positive mental attitude of the students who are graduating from BIT. Therefore, I wish you all the best, and I also profusely thank and I am grateful to the organizers of 7th graduation day ceremony for having given me a wonderful opportunity to be a part of this ceremony. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you, sir. It's now time to felicitate our dear students. So I now request Professor Purushottam CT, HOD Department of Civil Engineering, to read out the student names of Civil Department. I request Dr. P. Subramania sir to give away the memento and memento.
Good morning. I am very happy to read young civil engineering graduates' names. Kedar, Ali Ahmed, Abdul Nadir, Abdul Rafiu, Aligar Viresh, Abbas Emir, Amna Abdullah, Lingesh, Muhammad Nazimuddin, Muhammad Sari, Muhammad Shajuli, Annapurna MB. I request audience to cheer them. Ruqayyat Rizwana, Sachin HS, Salina AS, Usmania, Wasim Fakhruddin, Fatma, Munawar Pasha, Santosh Kumar, Mohammad Irfan, Mohammad Rizwan, Vireshia, Mohammad Marish, Rema Shilpa de Souza, Shinoria, Suhana, Airam Khan. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. M. Basavraj, HOD Department of Mechanical Engineering, to read out the student's name on mechanical. I request our chairman, sir, to give away the mobile and memento.
Very good morning to one and all. It is a great privilege and honor to read out the names of the outgoing students of B Mechanical Engineering. Mr. Mohammad Suhail, Mr. Muhammad Ashik, Mr. Jason George, Mr. Abdullah Aris, Mr. Abdullah Rahman, Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Amlajit V. S. Mr. Amit Sohail H. Mr. Arbas Ahmad, Mr. Arif M. Mr. Ashik Masood, Mr. Ashman Sheikh Ansar, Mr. Festus D'Souza, Mr. Muhammad Ashar, Mr. Muhammad Sabati, Mr. Imran, Mr. Shahrukh, Mr. Muhammad Fazal, Mr. Muhammad Kalinder Sohail, Mr. Kalinder Sohail, Mr. Muhammad Naik, Mr. Muhammad Naufal, Mr. Muhammad Rafiq S, Mr. Muhammad Shahrukh B, Mr. Muhammad Sohail, Mr. Muhammad Sohail Shamsuddin, Mr. Mohiddin Fayaz, Mr. Muhammad Mukhtar, Mr. Muhammad Amin, Mr. Muhammad Safan, Mr. Nihal Aman, Mr. Ramiz Ahmad, Mr. Ramesh, Mr. Ranjit Pia, Mr. Shafiq Abbas Escape, Mr. Shakir Malik, Mr. Sumant RP, Mr. Syed Yasir Musraf, Mr. Aslam Rizvi, Mr. Wasim Akram PS, Mr. Vinod Kumar, Mr. Muhammad Fayaz, Mr. Muhammad Asif K, Mr. Gunapa, Mr. Abdul Sabir,
be truthful in the face of the mighty, and to refrain from speaking ill in order to gain the applause of the weak. O God, should you give me wealth, do not take away my happiness. And should you give me might, do not take away my wisdom. O God, teach me to love others as I love myself, and teach me to judge myself as I judge others. O God, do not curse me with arrogance. Should I be successful? Nor with despair and hopelessness should I fail. O God, should you give me success, do not take away my humility. Remind me always that failure is the trial that precedes success. O God, should you take away my wealth, do keep me ever hopeful. And should I fail, let me keep the power of determination and faith. O God, should I have harmed others, give me the courage to apologize. And should others harm me, do bless me with grace to forgive. O God, bless my alma mater and the faculty that has taught me, nurtured me, and prepared me well for the journey ahead. May they continue to enlighten the Beatians with the best of knowledge and wisdom. O my God, make my journey worthy, make my task easy, and make my life virtuous and successful. For you are the greatest, the vanquisher, and the all-powerful in the matters. Today, in the presence of this august gathering, I promise my alma mater, my parents, my teachers, and fellow Beatians to work to the best of my ability with utmost honesty and integrity. So help me, my God.
You're always thinking how to learn this, how to learn that, how to that. And now you must learn to think. You're going to think now. You're going to make things. Engineers are creators. Engineers are the ones who see how the world has to shape in future. So that's an important role. You must, now I think it's time, learn to think. That's the important aspect that you really have to cultivate. Next, what is awaiting to you outside these premises? What is awaiting to you? An extremely competitive world. A world which is, you would imagine that you are graduating a few lakhs of engineering graduates every year, and then there's a wave behind. There is bigger wave coming behind you to take up your position. So there's a competition in the market, in the society. You have to face it. You can't really wish it away. So you must learn to deal with competition. And that's their world is looking at you as a competent and competitive engineer as you go along. As we are coming to this place, myself and Mr. Ravi Shankar shared a thought about Alvin Toffler. I don't know how many of you have read, at least Alvin Toffler's The Future Shock was something contemporary to us for our reading. It talks of the world where technology, science keeps changing very rapidly. There is a rate of obsolescence in knowledge that will be difficult to cope with. And that is for that shock. I will say 40 years later, we are already in the shock. You are in the shock. You would recognize what you have learned today is good enough to begin with, but you have to continue to learn all through your life. there is no stop. So you must know that updating your knowledge, updating your skills is an important aspect for future. You cannot. There are times when in the people in 30s, 40s, probably what they learned in engineering was sufficient for them to live with for 30, 40 years later, but that's not going to be true any longer. You have to skill yourself as you go along. This is somewhat an intimidating world scene, you should be knowing that. You should know that, you should know how to exercise your opinion very carefully. Once again, talking of some old novel that we read, George Orwell's 1984. It was simply written in 1948 and he wanted to project what would happen in 1984. But we are 25 years later than that. But we are in this world where you are being probed. That is, in that sense, we are all under surveillance all the time. Our opinions are modified or manipulated by the media to a great extent. So in the face of all of it, you must retain your original thinking. You must never cease to think carefully and take an action. Don't go by what you hear, what you read frequently, because the media is going to manipulate your thinking process. I think you should be careful about it. That's the type of world we are in. I said chaos in general, particularly in our country. We are living in some sort of a chaos, but we Indians are known to deal with chaos the best in the world. We can manage. And so you are empowered to do that. Do exercise it carefully. Success is an outcome of hard work. So just work hard in your life and you'll be successful. All the best again. Congratulations.
Being the best is a great thing, but doing your best shows a greater potential of who you are. It's now time to honor the best outgoing student of 2015-19 batch who with their hard work and dedication has made us proud. I now call upon Dr. Vinita PR, HOD Department of Physics, to read out the student names. I request our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Syed Mohammad Berry sir, to felicitate them.
A very good afternoon to everyone. Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, parents and my dear students. The most awaited moment, the time to know the best outgoing students of all the departments from the year 2015 to 19. Now to begin with, from Civil Department, we have the best outgoing student who is the first topper in every semester, was coordinator for various competitions held in connection with World Water Day and World Earth Day, won first prize in ISTA sponsored competition held at Berry's Knowledge Campus, won second prize in Tantrajna 2019 national level paper presentation held at KVG Sulya. Got placed in Infosys Consulting IT Services Digital Transformation. Can I have the guesses? Who is good in academics, got first place in all semesters, has actively participated in all departmental activities, won first place in quiz competition continuously for 3 years, passed Indian Navy initial selection process. It is none other than Mr. Ramesh Ahmed. Mr. Ramesh Ahmed from Mechanical Engineering is the best outgoing student for the year 2015 to 19. Thank you, sir, for honoring our students. I congratulate all the outgoing students and I wish you all many more years of success in future. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We have with us Mr. Ravi Shankar Dakoju as a guest of honor who will be inspiring us with a talk on giving is better than receiving. I request you, sir, to address our students.
Ravi Shankar Dakoju was born in Bangalore in 1955. He is a BA graduate and has a diploma in marketing and business management. He was born to great and philanthropic parents, late Sri Kamesh Dokoju and late Srimati Indra Kamesh. He is the sixth among 7 children. His father, an engineer, gave away all the family land to Vinoba Bhave's Budhan movement and joined the freedom struggle. Was imprisoned for 4 years along with former VP V.D. Jatti, Vijay Rabba and others. Ravi, an agnostic, doesn't believe in the caste system or in religion. He practices what he believes. Ravi is happily married to Anne Paula, a staunch Catholic, and they have 2 lovely daughters, Ekta and Samta, meaning unity and equality, which they follow in their lives. The couple have brought up their children in the same way, respecting all religions. Ravi lost his father when he was in the 4th grade, but was brought up by his mother, an illiterate but brave lady with high ethical values and courage, who brought up all the 7 children single-handedly with just 100 rupees in the bank. Ravi, brought up in poverty, garnered a lot of support and scholarships for his education. In the early years, he worked hard by milking cows in the morning and in the evening. Professionally in real estate, he grows tea in Ooty and is mentoring a fitness equipment company to encourage young entrepreneurs. In the future, he plans to enter large-scale farming. Contributed 100 crore rupees, $14.7 million to the Rotary Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, our Karma Yogis, Ravi Shankar Dokoju and Paula Ravi Shankar.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm a Subramaniam, sorry. I'm a Vice Chancellor. After he spoke, there's nothing left for anyone to speak. He's spoken everything before and after also. Subramaniam Yadav said it takes some time for me to by heart your name. Yadav I think Vice Chancellor Mangalore University. And he was so generous enough to praise each and every one. The only thing which he said, one wrong thing, sir, if I am wrong, please forgive me. He said, every happy moment, everything good comes to an end. So today is your last happy days. I think it's wrong, sir. I think happiness starts today. I think the day you start giving, the happiness multiplies. And life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Please believe in yourself. Because I have seen, along with Syed Berry, we have seen what life is. We started from the scratch. And world is beautiful. Don't distrust. Have faith, have trust, and you will go places. And believe in yourself. And see, you all have I think principal was telling you, the director said, keep your tassels to the left, keep your tassels to the left, right. There was nobody to tell us. Nobody to even ask us whether did you go to school at all. Forget about studying. I think it was those days. But we never lost our innocence. Even today I'm innocent. Even today, when Sir was saying, I think Subramanian Sir was saying, Syed Berry is one of the finest human beings on earth. I could see Syed Berry was literally crying. It happens to us because we are still remain pure. You all please remain that. The world is what we make. We can't blame the world. The world is bad, the world is dividing. We are pure. The world becomes pure. It is as simple as that. Sutti bal se bada. Sutti bal se bada. And our director was saying that the divisive forces are, maybe so many things are there. That's okay. But we can still remain pure and beautiful. In fact, Ali edifice, I think purity of heart and clarity of mind. Sir, I think there's something wrong in this coloring. So clarity of mind was in green, purity of heart was in black. I think there's some reverse, I think. So okay, he's a perfectionist. I think this idiom of purity of heart and clarity of mind is meant for youngsters. You may wonder why it is. I am not liked by many people because I have a bad habit of telling the truth. Our generation, I am 65 years old, my generation are not of your caliber. To really confess with you, with a little heavy heart, I'm not saying all of them, only 70% of them, they're hypocrites. They're bogus. They're selfish. They're not sure of themselves.
Go there, and the evening I used to be tired, I used to sleep off at anybody's house. And my mother never used to bother also. Next morning I used to come like this scratching. My mother said, did you have breakfast? After that, she said, did you brush your teeth? Okay. Now half an hour your child is not there, you go to the police. We have made this situation. We want to bring back those old memories and leave that united thing. Your youth can do. This is giving back. Okay, this is not receiving. This is giving back. Please believe in yourself and enjoy your life. It's beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So I request our chairman, sir, to felicitate her with memento and memorial. Luza Anand. Thank you, sir. It's time for our students to share their opinions, so kindly come on the stage. Anyone from Civil Department.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Chairman, sir, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, HOD sir, faculties, my dear friends, and their beloved family. Good afternoon, everyone. Been a rainy day for a week and realizing few things bring me happiness as well as sorrow at the same time. A few hours ago, everyone was busy waking up each other, some rushing to the juniors' room to get the sari draped, some just brushing and so on. That eagerness to be part of this event, which has been conducted just for us. These 4 years in the campus brings joy to me. I thank everyone who played a part in this campus life. Our faculties who taught us to lead our way, criticizing whenever necessary, advising till our head were overflow with capsules of advice, still they go on. The lab attendants who helped us whenever we needed them. Friends without whom 4 years of life wouldn't have gone well. Not forgetting to mention Hanifka who took care of that everyone had their tummy filled. I mean, he would be available for every beck and call of us with a parcel of his famous roll and fried rice. The day I stepped in this college and sat for the first class, just hearing the faculty utter the words, theta, beta, alpha, delta, blah, blah, blah. My head was spinning and I asked myself, would I ever complete my course with a big question mark inside? But we never realized how simply 4 years went by. I'm sure most of us have realized that fact a month or two before. Yes, we are living, hopefully, for the better future. First year went by with all the celebration, Onam, Fest, Utsav, etc., etc. So our foot on our respective department only to realize that our professional life began. Till Freshers' Day, most of us spent the days being scared, hiding not become the target on seniors. And then there came a day when we sat with our seniors shoulder to shoulder, joking on some random stupid thing, and all the while we were bossing around the juniors. By the starting of third year, we all realized that both our juniors and seniors plays an important role in our lives. We were all divided department-wise, but we always befriended with students of other departments. We were like a family. We were all in together for everything, and it culminated in the formation of one FICE. That year went by without much of a trouble, but yes, we sure did trouble to our faculties and HODs. We apologize profusely, sir. We did gather a lot of memories, the survey camp, the site visit, internship, bunking classes, pissing our teachers, fighting with friends for some silly matters, combined studies which were more of gossiping than actually studying. Then came our final year at this college. We were lost in creating memories, living in the moment that we never realized that our last at the campus is near. Teasing each other, sharing one plate of biryani with maybe 2 or 3 people and not completely satisfied, so ordering again. The selfies, making presentations, organizing events, enjoying every second like Utsav, BIT, Fest, Surf Banquet, Iftar to the maximum. I feel like everything went past by in a blink of an eye. Now that I stand here, I take a moment or two to draw upon the fact that our days is now. We are graduating. I'm happy as well as sad. Major portion of my college life was spent in hostel, so did most of you guys. We can never forget these days which we took for granted. Those are moments we can never live again. What I'm going to miss the most are the monsoons which I would spend with my close ones, sitting over a cup of tea, having silly, senseless, some intellectual talks. The fights, the teasing, hogging on food delivered to hostel, going for a walk with friends, befriending new people from other departments who became my lifelines later, asking myself why you never met them before. I take a moment to thank our faculties who pushed us beyond our limits, who saw the potential in us, giving us responsibilities, but they never gave up on us. They pushed us far till we accomplish our goals. We thank you for molding us into a better human, sir. Of course, none of these would have happened without the infrastructural facilities and the perfect ambience for studying. I thank the management for providing us with best possible services, and a big salute to the leader, our chairman, Sayyid Mohammed Berry, sir. Last but not the least, we all thank our parents who have gathered here for being our backbone, for supporting us. You believed in us even when we doubted ourselves. You came to drop us here on the first day and we were scared then. But now we are here graduating, ready for our future, really feeling proud. The shift from starting of the day to this day was not easy. We had to cross a lot of hurdles, but we did it, guys. All 4 years I've hardship, and now the results turning out to be fruitful. I cannot thank enough, and the naming everyone in particular would be a tedious task. I'm indebted to all the people who helped us to be what we are today, and I'm extremely grateful for all the friends for making our lives easy and fun-filled. I wish all the graduates a prosperous future ahead. May God Almighty help you forward your bright future. I now end my words. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you. One from CS department.
To all the awesome people out there, ready, dressed up, and waiting to get the degrees and going out, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Good afternoon. I would like to start my speech with a quote of a wise man who once said, when there is righteousness in heart, there is beauty in character. When there is beauty in character, there is harmony in home. When there is harmony in home, there is order in the nation. And when there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Thank you. I am actually humble to share this dais with people who I look as inspirational icons. When I heard Dakuja sir's speech, I just realized that the constructive criticism is very necessary because that is the only thing which lets us grow. So thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts, and thank you other dignitaries as well. Today, we have all gathered to bring an end to the probably the best period of our lives. But the reality is, this end is just the beginning of tomorrow. To begin with, I would like to start with, I would like to speak about our beloved chairman, Mr. Syed Berry, who is no less than a magician to me. Sir has single-handedly built up the entire empire, and he has taken this empire to the highest peaks, highest levels. I'm very I'm a big admirer actually of the way he connects to the people and the qualities he possesses. Recently, we had an experience of meeting award winner director Mansoor Ali Khan, who debuted Amir Khan in the movie. So when I met him, I got a different perspective of lot of things which I couldn't get it from my engineering. And then also chairman has brought a lot of people, a lot of industrialists, a lot of entrepreneurs, and a lot of great people here. Thank you, sir, for your guidance. A big round of applause for Mr. Chairman. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank our principal, Mr. Mahabaleshwarappa, who actually never said no to anything. Our ideas were crazy. Whenever we used to go to him saying, yes, sir, we wanted to conduct this event, we wanted to do this thing in the college, he always used to be quiet for a while and he would be like, okay, nice. And then he would be like, okay, we'll see. But he never turned our, ideas down. So I would really like to thank you, sir, for encouraging us and being an excellent mentor and a leader, true leader. Now, this is my favorite part. So let's go. The Portugal has Cristiano Ronaldo, and the art world has Leonardo da Vinci, and the physics has Newton, and the South has superstar Rajnikant. Similarly, Berry's Institute of Technology has our very own HOD, Mr. Mustafa Bastikodi. This man deserves such an introduction. He is the backbone of our department, and he has been a constant mentor to our guides, from organization of CBIT to success, and for his countless efforts, for his work closely to perfection, for his logical and creative mind, and also for his appreciation as well as constructive criticism. Cheers to HOD. If Mustafa sir is the backbone of our department, Rima sir is the spine that winds underneath it. He is the brainchild, he is the underdog, he is the conqueror, he is the grand master. Rima sir has been my guide in this foreign state. He always encouraged me. He is one of the teachers who has selflessly worked for the betterment of the students. All hail to Rima sir. I'd like to add a few things. When I joined here, I was a Royal Mix student, and I was a very proud Royal Mix student. Later, yeah, that's it. So later I changed my course to computer science, and then what I actually realized was, it's not what you choose as a course, it's what you make it out of it. With the support of my faculty, who are very talented actually, we have PhDs, we have MTech faculties. With their support, I have completed a robotic project on autonomous robotic vehicle for industrial application. So I never knew I would have done such a project, but because of my faculty's support and their guidance, I have done it. Thank you, Sinan sir. I hope he's here. Okay. Thank you, Sinan sir. Thank you, Khader sir. Thank you, Purnia ma'am. Thank you, Ankita ma'am. Thank you, Aparna ma'am. And also our placement officer who got us placed. Thank you, ma'am, for the placement. And if I am forgetting any faculty, please forgive me. Without you people, we couldn't do anything. A special thanks to Dr. Aziz Mustafa sir, who has been a mentor, a teacher and a friend for all his students, including mine. He attracts us all through his intellect, speech. Thank you sir for your guidance and throughout. Now, I would like to add up a few honorable mentions, and if you guys agree to that, you can clap. So I would like to thank Google, I would like to thank YouTube, I would like to thank Wikipedia and other platforms who helped me to work and increase my efficiency. Now, my amigos, my friends, and my frenemies, and if any foes out there, what's up? Nothing? Okay, cool. The time has come. The clock has struck for our bitter sweet ending. It's hard to believe that 4 years have ended and we are holding our degrees. Give a huge pat to yourselves, class of 2015. Amazing. I'd like to say that everyone must do what they love, what they desire, and what their heart wants. Always believe in yourself and you can achieve any greatness you wish. Lastly, I'd like to conclude my saying that one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself right here, right now, in the single solitary monumental moment in your life is to decide without an apology, to commit to the journey and not to the outcome.
It is not what externally happens that makes you a person. What is there internal? What is there inside you? First, you need to be aware of that. You know, every person, every one of us has the potential. Like we have a saying in our in Islam that a person has the potential to be above the angels and also be worse than the devil. And I have understood that everything is there inside you. It doesn't matter what happens externally. It doesn't matter what you're going through. But how you are willing to react to it, how you feel about it. That's the thing that actually really matters. So since I was not prepared, thank you guys. Thank you for listening me. And great shout out for mechanical department. And our HOD sir, Basavaraj sir. It's been a very short journey with you, but it was an amazing journey. Thank you sir. Thank you sir. Thank you Anna.
I now request our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Syed Mohammad Berry sir, to address this gathering.
I begin in the name of God, the most merciful and beneficent. Before I start my talk, I remember my elder brother who passed 9th of February 2018. I also remember our dear well-wisher, a great personality, late B.A. Mohiddin Sahib. I pray to God Almighty to bless both of them and all those who parted away, to give them a blissful life in the highest position in Jannah. Graduation day is for me a mixed feeling. It is one side a celebration and other side is a separation. You are going to leave the portal of PIT. When you have come, as you mentioned, you are the young lads, 18 years, and today you are becoming graduate engineers. Every end is a beginning. There is nothing like end. Even our death is also not the end of the life. It is actually a beginning of an eternal life. Honestly, after listening to the delegate, the guests who spoke. I don't think I really need to add something more than that. However, especially with our Ravi Shankar, mine and Ravi Shankar's relationship is of 35 years. When I started as a real estate agent, one day Ravi and Hari, they are the two partners, like Ram and Lakshman. They both came to our office saying that they have a property called Ravi Shankar Residency, which they want us to market. And you know what is the rate for that? The rate for that Ravi Shankar Residency, I don't know whether Ravi is a member or not, it is 32 rupees per square foot. How much? 32 rupees per square foot. Today it is 25,000 rupees per square foot. In that property we marketed, and we marketed pretty well. And with that our relationship started. And thankfully at that time, about 3 acres of land, they have kept it separate. And that land, after 20 years, I came as an agent. After 20 years, we developed that project, which has become one of the best projects in South India, called Barry's Lakeside Habitat, which got the Prix Excellence Award. It is like, it is like a Nobel Prize in real estate. So that is a relationship we enjoy. And, we mentioned that the 100 crore is the highest donation for Rotary International in India. No, it is not true. It is the highest donation in the world. I think that deserves him a big round of applause. Friends, I want to talk just about 2-3 subjects. You must have, about, when you enter, about my Lord, advance me in knowledge. Because knowledge seeking is from cradle to the grave. You have also seen delivering excellence consistently. So whatever we do, it should be excellent. It should not be mediocre. Then you have seen the purity of heart and clarity of mind. Now I also mentioned about the leadership. I am the leader. A leader is not the one who takes the credit for the success. A leader is the one, who should have the courage to see the failure, and when the success happens, the success should be given to his teammates. That is the leadership. A leader who is not receiver, he is a giver. A leader is not the one who orders, who works along with the team, and that individual commitment, that collaborative effort, that collective leadership, that leadership we wanted to create in BIT. Of late, after seeing the things happening in this world, I was just wondering that there is something fundamentally wrong in our educational system, or the general system has become such that, the attitude of gratitude, that is missing. We always crib that what we have not received, forgetting that what God has already blessed us. They count the blessings. Count the blessing for making us as a human being. Count the blessing to made me to come out from that my mother late Fatima's home. Count the blessing of I born in a small, poor family, rural family. There was nothing. So when there was nothing, when it is shunya, when it is zero, what is the next to happen? When it is zero, what happens next? It will go upward only. It cannot go downward. So God, I have to bless the God that God, made me in that kind of a family where it was only upward, not downward. And we all, as Mr. Ravi Shankar mentioned, we all come from the bottom up, not top down. So now I would like to ponder upon 3 aspects. The 3 aspects of trust. The first is the truth. First is what? Truth. Second is trust. And the third is happiness. Whatever we do, the truth should be our guiding factor. For truth will only prevail, come what may. Whatever we do, It should be in our DNA. Our truthfulness should not be a kind of a outwardly aspect. It should be in our DNA, whatever we think. The beauty of truth is, the moment we are truthful, we don't require any record. Because we speak only truth. As a shopkeeper, if he sees a customer and tries to fix the rate, then, he has to make a note. Because once Rahim comes, he will say 100 rupees. After 10 days, the Rahim comes, if he say 120 or 80, then he will be in problem. But if he is truthful, he will not have a record. Be truthful, because truth is God. And when God is with us, no one can be against us. That is the power of truth. The second is a trust. Trust, friends, this is the last time I am communicating to my students, mechanical students who are making a big noise. The mechanical students who are making big noise. This is the last time I am interacting with you. I think I have the right to ask your absolute attention. So I spoke about the truth. The second is a trust. Implicit trust with the God. Trust with the parents. Trust with the brothers and sisters. Trust with the friends. Trust with the faculty. And most important, trust in ourselves. The trust can move the mountain. When you have a belief, because trust again, God is attached with. We believe in God. We trust in God. But have we seen the God? We have not seen the God. But that implicit trust. Whatever I do, so far my God is with me. I will do it. So that kind of a trust. The final thing which is very, very important, you see, you must realize that it is always in giving, not in receiving. The life is very simple, very nice. There is a song in Kannada, Guttandu Heluve, Putani Makkale, Kottadu Tanege, Bachitadu Pararige. It is always giving. That giving should come, not like the corporate social responsibility. CSR we say. It should come like, not CSR but ISR. Individual social responsibility. And the giving should not be when we have. When we don't have, still you have to give. And giving is not only monetary. It is not a monetary giving, it's a giving. You give a nice smile, that is also a giving. You become a good hearer. You listen to the people who have an agony, that is also a giving. Give a moral support, that is also a giving. So all that brings happiness. The beauty of happiness is, you see, we are here now. If I want to enjoy, I can enjoy, me, Ravi, or 2-3 people can enjoy. But if you want happiness, everyone in this audience should be happy. That is the beauty of happiness. So you must always aim for that happiness. And when the happiness will come, it is not the knowledge. You got the knowledge now. It is not education, it is a knowledge. Knowledge is very important. And in the knowledge concept, my suggestion to these outgoing students, don't be all the job seeker. Like our friend here. So Ajay, right? Abhay. Like Abhay, he's an entrepreneur. He got 20 people working for him. Day before, yesterday he was in our office. The kind of software he has developed is amazing. So don't be a job seeker, be a job giver. That is one part. And the part of the people should work towards higher education. Higher education. Everyone should go. After the BE, you should become, MTech. You must, crave for that. Okay? The third aspect, don't go for this IT business, IT, BT only. Try to take government job. Like, service job, that is public service job, like IAS, IPS, IRS, IFS, that is where you need to come. Because that is where you can help the societal happiness. Ultimately, it is a knowledge, it is an emotional balance, it is a societal application or happiness, which leads to happiness, and the spiritual aspect. Because in spiritual level, when you are, there is the 2 plus 2 doesn't, become 4. In the spiritual, the 2 plus 2 can 22 plus. Like God says that, when you do a good job, I return to you not 1 for 1, 1 for 700 plus, 700 times plus. So that giving, that societal happiness, and that, work beyond the call of the duty, and then that responsible feeling, and that commitment, the passionate effort for the success. Those are the qualities, is the need of the hour. I pray to God Almighty to bless you all, and especially the parents who have taken the pain and supported your student. Now it is a time for you to pay back. Pay back to the parents, pay back to your neighbors, pay back to the society. I pray to God Almighty to make our effort easy, make our journey successful, meaningful and virtuous for this world and hereafter. Good luck. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request our chairman and principal to hand over the token of love and gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. P. Subramania, sir. To our guest of honor, Dr. B. Raghunandan, sir. To our guest of honor, Dr. Ravi Shankar Dakuju, sir. I request Dr. Mustafa Bastikodi, the program coordinator, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, my dear faculty colleagues, parents, invited guests, my dear graduated students, very good afternoon. I start with congratulating all the graduates. There are so many people who doesn't start to enter the college. There are many who doesn't finish even if start the college. We all did it. Your certification is in your degree. You may take it as a ticket to lead the good life. But I may suggest as your professor, take it as a ticket to change your world. On this occasion, the 7th graduation day for Berries Institute of Technology, I am very extremely honored to have chance to extend gratitude to all the people, all the personalities who have witnessed this occasion. First and foremost, I would like to extend my gratitude to Dr. P. Subramania Yadapadithaya, Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University, who delivered inaugural address, who has given new meaning to BIT as Build Inspirational Trust. Thank you very much, sir. I'll also take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. P. N. Raghunandan, advisor to the Director, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, who has delivered graduation address, who has made all of us to understand that the importance of technology subject and how to compete with global world. He has also mentioned that no single formula for success. Success always comes from hard work. Thank you very much, sir. And I would like to thank very special personality here, Mr. Ravi Shankar Dakuj, the highest donor for Rotary International in the world, who has emphasized on need of giving back to Mother Earth and who has given new meaning to clarity of mind and purity of heart, and who has mentioned always in his talk, education is life. Thank you very much, sir. And one more great personality, our own person, our inspiration, the chairman of Berry's Academy of Learning, chairman of Berry's group, Mr. Syed Mohammed Berry, was emphasized the balance between three aspects for the life, for leading good life: truth, trust, and happiness. And these are very important ingredients to lead more successful life. And also, he has mentioned that individual social responsibility is everyone's attribute. Thank you very much, sir. I must thank our leader, our principal, Berry's Institute of Technology, Dr. P. Mahabaleshwarappa, sir, and who has been back of this graduation day event since 1 week. Thank you very much, sir. I must thank the director of BIT Polytechnic, Dr. Aziz Mustafa, sir. Thank you very much for witnessing this graduation day. And very important gratitude to the people who are sitting in second line, who has created the graduacy along with the help of the faculty of their respective departments. Thank you very much, all the HODs of various departments. I must remember Dr. S.K. Raikar, sir, the advisor, Berry's Academy of Learning, Mr. Mazhar Berry, the trustee, also Mr. Abdurrahman Berry, the brother of our Honorable Chairman. Thank you very much for being with us. I must thank all the faculty members, all the staffs who are responsible for conducting this event, most successful one. All the parents, invited guests, especially the media personalities, the press people, and last but not the least, our own students, 1-5ers, who are graduating today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request everyone to kindly raise for the national anthem.